Well, every human is unique in its own way, but some of them are outrageously rare. The record holder for the longest tongue, the largest mouth, and a very blue man, among with many others. Let's have a look at some of the rarest humans that are 1 in a million. Zenzimon Eli. Zenzimon Eli has an unusual condition of microcephaly, which means his head stopped growing when he was a child. He lives in South Africa and is tormented by his neighbors every time he leaves his house. He is 21 years old and has been dubbed a monkey and a real-life Mowgli due to the size of his head and the fact that he walks 20 miles every day to avoid the villagers and children who harass him. But with time, things have changed for Zenzimon, and now with the help of the internet, he's famous all over the world. And those who used to call him Monkey can do nothing but wish to be his friend. Nyakim Gatwick. Look, the girl right here is called the Queen of the Dark. Nyakim Gatwick is an Ethiopian-born American model of South Sudanese descent who has become an icon of beauty and an inspiration for every young woman out there. Her skin has the darkest tone out of any women, and this makes her unique and totally worthy of being included in the list. I mean, how could we not mention our queen, right? She gives the message of accepting oneself and to embrace any skin color we have, and how important loving yourself is. Paul Carrickson. The next human who is 1 in a million is our very blue guy, Paul Carrickson. He was so blue that doctors speculated that there's a possibility that even his organs might be blue. Known by the titles of Blue Man and Papa Smurf, Paul was 62 years old when he died of a heart attack in 2013. His condition was a result of side effects of consuming silver compounds for more than 10 years to treat a bad case of dermatitis on his face. The silver reacted with his skin, and he ended up getting all blue. Wing Huang Nam. This next entry is a video of a little Vietnamese boy. When you watch the video, you'll see a young child with a superhuman body, which he didn't get via any special training, but rather as a result of a rare genetic illness. This young man has an ailment known as the Superman syndrome. He's 11 years old and has a great figure. He aspires to be a bodybuilder. He already has the body, so I guess already halfway through the dream, no? His parents had been concerned about his health and had him examined by doctors. His myostatin-related muscle hypertrophy condition has not been demonstrated to be harmful to the youngster. In fact, he's in ideal health, or to put it another way, in great body form. Adrian Lewis. Now, I've got a question for you. Is it possible for you to use your tongue to touch your eye? Our next weird lady might be able to. Adrian Lewis is a young woman with a 4-inch tongue. Quite long, right? She's an 18-year-old girl who claims to have the world's longest tongue. She can touch her nose, chin, elbow, and even her eye with her tongue. Yes, she can even use her tongue to touch her eye. And she likes showing off her skills to others, which is why she has her very own YouTube channel. Adrienne was teased for her tongue in elementary school, but she appears to have moved on and now sees it as a gift that sets her apart from others. Javier Botet. Do you remember the Slender Man, or maybe the Faceless Man in the Crucifixion, or maybe Xenomorph from Alien Covenant? Well, we all know the characters and the movies, but do we know the man behind the camera? We'll introduce you to him today. Javier Botet is a 2-meter tall and 123-pound weighted Slender Man who was diagnosed at the age of 6 with Marfan syndrome, a condition that caused him to sprout to such height. But little did he know his rare condition is going to make him so famous and so unique that his work will be acknowledged all over the world, and there will be no replacement of him in the industry. Abby and Brittany Hensel. Abby and Brittany, the world's most famous conjoined twins, were born in Minnesota in 1990. The doctors informed their parents that the twins would have a hard time simply surviving a night, but they had no idea that they would not only survive, but also become famous. And along with them being popular, there's one thing that everybody wants to know. If Abby is kissed, will Brittany feel it as well? And what is their intimate life like? Well, like everyone else, these twins would rather not reveal their personal information with others. Therefore, no one knows. By the way, what are your thoughts about it? Yomiko Woods. Do you think you've ever seen a goddess? Yomiko Woods, on the other hand, is well aware that she is one. Her friends and family refer to her as the Vitiligo goddess, and BuzzFeed agrees. Yomiko is strikingly attractive as a result of her skin's unusual state. She views her beauty as unique and rare. But it wasn't always like this. She used to bury her face in cosmetics and wear long sleeves to avoid drawing attention to herself. But time taught her that it's pointless to hide what begs to be displayed. She then began her career as an influencer. Samantha Ramsdell. Samantha Ramsdell is a singer, creator, and comedian from the United States. But is that what makes her special? Nope, not at all. Her lips are what makes her one in a million. Do you not agree with me? Well, this video will prove my point. According to Guinness World Records, Samantha possesses the world's largest mouth. She had known that she had a huge mouth since her childhood, but she never imagined it would be the biggest in the world. She became renowned after it was pointed out to her on TikTok that her mouth is particularly large, and she decided to get it tested for the Guinness World Records. She now considers it to be the finest feature of her personality. Is she a regular person? Well, for someone who can fit a whole wine glass in their mouth, yep, totally normal. Gary Turner. Gary Turner is the world's most stretchiest guy. His mother was told by the midwife when he was born that the baby had loose skin. But it wasn't until he grew up that she saw that the skin was not just a bit loose, but the loosest she had ever seen. When he reached 13, she took him to the doctor, who discovered that Gary's illness was linked to Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, an extremely uncommon and severe ailment. Except for his hands and feet, which aren't particularly elastic, the rest of his body, including his neck, abdomen, and arms, are quite flexible. He is sensitive in his joints, and as a result of his ailments, they hurt at times, although stretching doesn't seem to harm him. Valeria Lukyanova. Barbie dolls are popular among children all over the world, but there's a woman that resembles the real-life Barbie. Valeria Lukyanova is a Ukrainian model known for her striking similarity to the world's most famous doll. Despite the fact that she resembles a human Barbie, she has stated that she has not undergone any plastic surgery. She exclusively wears blue contact lenses to imitate the doll that all the kids in our neighborhood adore. She keeps her Barbie-like figure by going to the gym on a daily basis. In 2007, she was crowned Miss Diamond Crown of the World, a global beauty pageant. She now has over 1.2 million Instagram followers and is well known all over the world. Zhang Ruifang. Very different from the Barbie girl, we have the woman with a horn on her head. Sounds unreal? Well, it's very real. Zhang Ruifang is a 100-year-old Chinese lady, the only one with a horn sprouting on her head in the whole world. Her skull is considered to contain the same chemicals that make up human nails, which is why she has a nail on her head. The real-life Rapunzel. Want to meet someone with the longest dreadlocks in the world? The real-life Rapunzel of planet Earth? Meet Asha Mandela. The length of the dreadlocks of Asha Mandela is a never-ending 55 feet in length and weigh around 42 pounds. One official measurement said that the dreadlocks are 19 feet long, and even if this is true, I don't know how she manages to keep her neck from breaking and back from aching. Asha Mandela's husband loves his wife's hair very much and helps her to take care of her very long hair. The hair would have been impossible to manage if it was not for her husband Emmanuel, who helps her in washing, drying, and managing the dreadlocks. These two are a couple's goal. Thank you very much for watching the video.